Hey, everybody, welcome to Growing Up Chestnut. I'm Michael Chestnut, one of your hosts here. Unfortunately, today we can't get together. It's like me and Becky, we just can't get our stuff together to get on here to do this. The devil is in the works today, that's for sure. Okay, so uh, this episode is just to come on here to tell you that we don't have an episode today. So I don't really know if this is considered an episode or not considered an episode. So you kind of have to tell me. But anyways, so I am doing a few things. If you look, I've got my studio. I put my studio together in here. It's really kind of nice. Kind of got all that stuff together. Got my cameras and stuff like that up together. So me and Becky are we've got stuff together now a little bit, and so moving forward, we're working on that. Probably going to do every 2 weeks for Growing Up Chestnut, just for the simple fact of time restraints and everything with our jobs and ministries and another thing that God is doing in our lives. And I just want to say, God, how amazing God is. And I think if I can do anything today is to, I know we do a lot of comedy on this show and we talk about it, but Growing Up Chestnut is not just about comedy, but it's also about growing in our walk with Christ. Is something that our family valued and wanted. We weren't always perfect at it, and we're still not perfect at it. But one of the things that we want to do in our life, I know that me and my siblings and my dad, mom's gone to heaven, is one of the things we want to do is be the best version of what God has created us to be. And so I would love to encourage you with the same, to be the best version of who you want to be. There's so many things in life that kind of gets us and can knock us down, right? I remember a long time ago. So I um, I told you about my book on here before. I wrote a book, Exposed, and someone came up to me during the worst part of my time and said, I always use my life verse, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. And somebody came up to me and said, well, you need to throw that to the curb and find you a new life verse that will matter. And shame and guilt kept me from using that life verse again until just recently, up in maybe the last year, that God's pulled that back out. And God was like, Mike, that was the enemy telling you, because in those moments, that's when I needed you to know, to trust in me, that I will direct your paths, even in the bad times, even in the times when you have fallen and are far from me. I'm still your God. And so I think some people out there probably need to hear that today, that he is still our God, and he loves us, and he wants the very best for us in our lives. So today, if I can just encourage you with any of that, that's what I want to do on Growing Up Chestnut today. Short little episode, tell you we're sorry that we're not here. So I did work on a song today. I have not picked up my guitar in forever. And so my wife and a good friend of mine bought me a guitar last year for my birthday. And I've played it here and there a little bit, but not a lot. And I'm really not into Southern gospel music like I once was, but now, that's all I know how to play. So I picked up today. My fingers are hurting because I'm doing it. And I'm realizing my voice is not in shape, and I'm going to have to get my voice back into shape again, because when I went far from God, so did my music. And one of the things that I used to enjoy was singing and playing the guitar. That was also something that during some events that happened in my life, that God really used music to help me to the next step. And so I just picked up my guitar again, and I'm playing it. And I played. I'm trying to get back into shape again. I love more worship music, but I'm having to learn the chord structures for those. But I'm also, my voice is just not there like it used to be. So I'm going to work on that. Because I enjoy singing, and I'm not going to cut an album or anything like that, but I like singing just because that's how the Holy Spirit speaks to me and directly. So in our studio today that I've been working on, I filmed a shot of me doing Buell Land. So I'm just going to play that for you as we're going out. And just remember, everybody, God is still in control. God still loves you. I want to encourage you. We have a couple other podcasts that we're doing. Becky's doing her Gypsy Lady Delight. No, wait, it's Fundamentalist Gypsy Woman. I'm not really sure. I know she filmed her first episode and it's about to come out. So that's good. And then I've got Intentional Guy. I have one I do with Pat, growing your faith, Pat Milligan. Pat Milligan, someone right from Hoosier Hills, all you Hoosier Hills people. Now we've got it on 10 minutes every Monday morning where we're doing that. So if you're looking for some podcasts to listen to, those are some great ones. Our nephew Wes, he has a great one for men called The King's Guard. Very inspirational. The one they just did is a must see. A must see. He just had his dad on there with them, and I really would encourage you guys seek those out, listen to them. But we also got some other things in the work. I've talked to a few people, still waiting to hear from some of you, but we want to definitely do some interviews with some of those people we grew up with. So I'm going to close out with this. You guys have a great day.
Kind of homesick for country, which I